Hi, I'm Perry Atkinson, General Manager here at theDove. Hey, check out our other videos and check out our website at thedove.us. Well, welcome to Focus Today. I'm your host, Perry Atkinson, and hey, we have Mr. Community Organizer with us today, Bob Just in the house, and kind of getting a final recap and update on what's happening tomorrow.
Amazing, isn't it?
Tomorrow is May 1st.
Tomorrow's May 1st, and
May
it's
Day
birthday.
And birthday. Now, you've put this together. You've been doing this in Grants Pass this year.
This is our fourth year.
Fourth year.
Yeah. We started at New Hope Christian School just to start to test the model, and then next year we did 2 private schools, St. Anne's and New Hope's, and 2 public schools, Madrona and Jerome Prairie, and then we expanded out to Grants Pass High last year, and then this year it just exploded. We did 7 schools last year, 15 schools this year. We had to turn down 4 schools. Next year, I hope we're going to raise enough money and get enough that we'll do them all the schools.
Birth-Day, what is that?
Birth-Day.org, that's our fundraising site, or at least that's their link now. We celebrate everyone's birthday on the same day, and we serve the kids ice cream sundaes, and we go into the schools. The moms do the elementary and middle schools, and the dads, concerned fathers against crime, and go into the high schools. And what's fascinating is how the kids respond, especially at the high school level. We were unprepared for that. I mean, we knew the little kids would like it. We thought the middle schools would like it. But then when you get into high school, how are the kids going to react? And we're out there with law enforcement and firefighters this year. We got lined up. And serving them ice cream sundaes and wishing them happy birthday and saying, you know, I'm not going to be around when your birthday happens, but I'm glad you're alive. Our motto is, for the kids, we have big signs that say, there's never been another you, and there never will be again. And so we say, you're unique. So what are you going to do with that uniqueness? What are you going to do? Too many kids drop out. Too many kids are depressed. Too many kids don't feel they have much future, and you know there is a suicide problem. So you try to impress on the kids that the community cares about them.
Wow, been very successful, and again this year, how are you doing on the fundraising? You still got to buy some ice cream?
A little over $4,000 that we've raised, and we'd like to raise $5,500, but you know we're good. If we raise another $1,000, we'll be in the arena. There are expenses that individuals are stepping forward and saying, like with signs, which is not part of our budget. We just want a corporate guy, a friend of what we do, said, I'll take care of the signs. So we had 15 signs saying there's never been another you and there never will be again. So the kids will get that message.
Well, what a great deal.
We definitely need help, though.
You need some volunteers? What do they do?
We're pretty good on volunteers. We're doing pretty well. I like to go into Grants Pass High with 40 men, you know, concerned fathers. I think we have about that range. Hidden Valley and North Valley are smaller schools. North Valley just asked us to come over there a week ago, and we made the decision that we were going to do it, and it looks like everything's okay. All the team captains, you know, each school has a captain and a co-captain, and they're all running around getting their supplies, and we did a massive order from Costco, and so it's...
All right. If people want to help, get involved, maybe support it, go to birth-day.org.
Right.
And you can. And tomorrow's the big day, so be praying for them. What a great opportunity! All of this is being done. Dads are serving the ice cream.
Yeah, dads are serving the ice cream to the high schools, and moms are serving the ice creams to the primary and elementary and middle schools. And I think it's the fundraiser closes at midnight tonight. So we got today.
Okay.
I know this show plays more than once.
Yeah. So birth-day.org. All right. I want to come back to fathers, the subject of dads, because somebody made the comment. A big part of what happened in Baltimore is a lack of traditional families, fathers not being around. And you can play that out across the culture as a whole. Some of the social things that we're dealing with today primarily stem from the fact that we just don't have dads.
You know, Perry, the book written by a famous conservative sociologist a couple of years ago, Charles Murray, is called Coming Apart. And he talks about the breakdown of the family and how it'll affect the future of the country. Now, just a month ago, considered liberal sociologist Robert Putnam, who's a Harvard sociologist, came out with a book, Our Kids. And let me read you what he says, a little bit of what he says. He says, children who grow up without their biological father perform worse in standardized tests, earn lower grades, and stay in school for fewer years, regardless of race or class. They are also more likely to demonstrate behavioral problems such as shyness and aggression, which we're seeing in Baltimore, and psychological problems such as increased anxiety and depression. They're more likely to have sex earlier and become young single parents, recreating the cycle. And he goes on to say, and remember, this is a liberal sociologist, he goes on to say, I want us to start a movement. He said, this is the core challenge facing our country. If we don't fix this problem, we are not going to be one country. And because there's just going to be social breakdown. And unfortunately, the government will try to come up with government solutions. And really the solution is the churches, the decent people in each community that want to reach kids. And we've found a macro way to do it by being a community family. And General Boykin, who's Executive Vice President of Family Research Council, did a video greeting to our group. And in it, he says that we broke the code on it, because what we're doing is, instead of trying to do one family at a time, which we've all got to try to do.
Right.
It's a ministry for anyone who's able to help one family. But the beauty of Concerned Families is we try to do it as a community family, and birthday is part of our strategy. You reach into the schools and you let them know, the kids know they're appreciated, they're loved, we're glad they're alive, and we're excited to see what they're going to do with their future. And an ice cream sundae kind of happy birthday sums that up.
Wow, and the response has been phenomenal. I know you've had some dads that were serving ice cream to the kids, chocolate, and actually the kids responded and said...
Right, one child told one of our guys that it was the best day, last year at Grants Pass High, that it was the best day of her life. And it hit that...
You're talking an ice cream sundae at noontime at a high school.
Right.
That's the best day of her life.
Right. What is that about? What is going on there?
Wow.
And I believe it's, as you always say, we're spiritual beings on a fleshly walk.
Yeah.
And she's obviously comes from a broken, troubled background the way I did, and so I sympathize and understand that. And she walked in and she saw these 40 solid men caring for them, not asking for anything in return, appreciating them with a happy birthday wish. She might not have any birthday celebrated, for different reasons, but the point is that it meant something to her that shocked us. And I told, one of our guys was telling our members about that. I told you this story a few weeks ago. And while he was relaying the story about this girl, he broke down in tears, because it affected him so deeply to think that this little bit of kindness, but remember, representing Father, and not just one guy or two guys, but 40 guys, that it meant that much to her, bro. He was deeply, deeply touched. So it's not just helping the kids, it's helping us too.
All right, it's all going to happen tomorrow, primarily in Josephine County, 14 schools.
Yeah, for now, we're hoping it'll expand out.
You never know.
You never know.
This has grown from 1 to 14 over these last 4 years. And so let me encourage you, first of all, just kind of make a little mark, put this down on your prayer calendar, pray for them tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be,
thank you.
This is where you're witnessing through love. You're witnessing through just touching these kids,
Right.
And
thank you, Perry.
I'm glad to see a lot of churches and the men from churches get involved in this. If you want to help, another $1,000 or so of ice cream will go a long way, plus all the toppings. Right?
A huge difference, really a huge difference. I mean, Parkway Christian Center has jumped in with a big donation, so has First Christian Church in Grants Pass. There have been generous individual donations, people saying, oh, let me help you make that happen. And so it's really impactful.
Okay, so what you do is you go to birth-day.org, and you can go online throughout this day and help them. And then tomorrow is going to be the big day. It primarily happens at noon, right?
Right. It's a long lunch hour. That's what we tell the volunteers. This is pretty much a long lunch hour. So the smaller high schools have only one lunch session. Grants Pass High has 2 lunch sessions. So but it's a long lunch hour in terms of getting from work to where you're going. Of course, we have retirees working with us too. But it's just amazing. Hundreds of, mostly Christians, hundreds, all in one moment, the kids get served.
Oh, that's great. Well, Bob, thanks for what you do and your passion for doing it.
Thank
got
you,
a lot of
Perry.
other things I want to talk to you about, but that's another show for another day.
Another show for another day.
All right, birth-day.org if you want to help. And today's the day to do it because all of this happens on May 1st, tomorrow. Thanks, buddy.
Thank you, Perry.
All right, we'll be right
Thank
back.
you.